Welcome to the Jeff
and the Bonch
Show.
The divisional round.
It's about time.
Yes, I'd like to point out one thing as our first to be looking at the AFC side really quick.
Okay.
I saw a stat today for the first time ever. These same four teams were in the divisional round last year and they're this year. The Patriots, the Texans, the Ravens, and the Broncos.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's a
I
great
didn't realize
stat, right?
that.
Yeah, because you don't think.
And if the Ravens and the Patriots win, we'd have a rematch
That's
of
correct.
the AFC Championship game.
Yes.
Wow.
Same four teams.
That's crazy.
First of all, the same four teams being in the divisional round even making the playoffs is rare.
Yeah.
And then the way for the playoff scene to work out that they could all be in the second round again is insane to me.
Remember how this week we had all bad games?
Yeah.
It's nice that we get to start next week off with an awful game, in my opinion. It's true. This isn't going to be close.
I mean, here's the problem. How are you arguing the Ravens are going to win this game? First of all, anyone who watched the show last week, you both think the Broncos.
I have an argument.
Oh, what is this?
Magic. No, I don't know. Some sort
I
of
you actually had a real.
No, I don't have a real argument.
I was excited.
I don't have a real argument.
Because first of all, you saw this game a couple weeks ago.
Week 15.
That was in Baltimore.
Week 15.
That was in Baltimore.
Baltimore gets crushed.
What was the score?
34-17.
34-17. It wasn't even that close.
No. Flacco was 20 for 40. Awful.
I mean,
Ray Rice had 38 yards rushing.
I think, I don't know anyone picking the Ravens to win this game. I feel bad about saying about a divisional round that they don't have any chance to win, but they got destroyed at home by the same team 3 weeks ago.
There's no way.
I don't know how you argue the Ravens are going to win this game.
It's also the fact they ended the season 1-4. They were going to beat the Colts at home. Ray Lewis's last home, and they weren't going to lose that game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Colts have Andrew Luck. He's still a rookie.
Yeah.
They had that game. But they're not that good. They started out the year, they were really hot for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
They look like a Super Bowl contender. They haven't the past few weeks. The Broncos are the best team in football right now.
Yes, I think we're both in agreement the game's not in question.
This game's not going to be close.
Yeah.
I say Broncos win by more than 2 touchdowns.
More than two. I was going to say 2. I was going to say about 2.
You're going to say 2? Okay,
like 31-17, something like that. Similar to the last game.
34-17. It's going to...
Yeah, and that was in Baltimore. This is in Denver.
Packers at 49ers.
You're taking the Niners.
Am I?
I'm taking the Packers.
We can switch.
I mean, all I know is for the last 5 weeks, you've had the Niners in the Super Bowl.
But there's a difference between, this is my, long-term Super Bowl pick, and then, the game came, and this is my pick for the game.
Okay, you were picking the Packers last week. You knew the Niners were the 2 seed and the Packers were the 3 seed, yet you still had the Niners making the Super Bowl. So you knew this game was coming. So you're telling me you're now changing your mind?
I think so.
Wow.
I think so.
So Jeff is abandoning his Super Bowl pick without them playing a game in the playoffs.
You know what actually did it for me?
Yes, I'd like to hear this.
You'd like to
change
hear
your mind. I'm curious.
What changed my mind was seeing the Packers receiving core at full health and Aaron Rodgers completing a pass
Which is
10,
why I picked them in the Super Bowl.
to 10 different players. That's insane.
Everyone kind of forgot.
It's insane.
I think because the Packers have been around a couple years, they've
been good.
They've had the flame out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of forgot that Greg Jennings missed half the season. Jordy Nelson's been banged up. And then Randall Cobb emerges as this very dangerous, scary receiver.
The 49ers are going to have to get touchdowns. You can't get field goals against the Packers. They're going to score points. They can score fast. When the 49ers get the ball, they're going to maybe, if they score first, they're okay. If they let the Packers get any sort of lead, they're in big trouble. What it is also the Packers didn't just beat the Vikings. They crushed the Vikings.
Yes, they did.
And
it
we
was
thought
Joe
the Packers...
That was like a warm-up game for the Packers. They weren't losing that game.
No, they weren't losing that game, but it was effortless.
Should be the best game of the weekend.
I think so.
Without a doubt.
I think so. I'm taking the Packers.
I'll take the Packers by 7 or 10, maybe. No, I'll keep it at 7. I'll give the Niners that respect.
I think we're gonna have a one-score.
I'll give the Niners that respect.
Okay, so we're move on to Sunday. We've had a night's sleep. We're refreshed.
Yes.
Had some breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day.
We start off with
Seahawks at Falcons, 1 o'clock. I think we're taking different teams.
Of course we are. Of course we are.
I think you are foolishly taking the wrong bird, my friend, and going with the Atlanta Falcons.
Tell me why you think the Seahawks are going to win.
I have a list of reasons. Do you want the list?
Sure.
Actually,
I'll take all of them.
You want all of them?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll rattle off a few real quick. Seahawks, 3rd ranked run offense.
Yes.
Falcons, 21st ranked run defense.
Yes.
Seahawks have now run 6 in a row. Marshawn Lynch has 5 games in a row with 100-plus yards rushing.
Lynch is on
impressive.
Fire. Absolutely.
Most impressive. The Falcons' last loss was Week 14 against the Panthers by 10, a game in which Cam Newton had over 100 yards rushing. So I thought about that, and I thought, you know who the Panthers are? They're a crappy version
of the
Seahawks. I thought, like...
That's fair.
I thought they're a crappy version. So, if the Falcons are going to lose to a crappy version of the Seahawks, why wouldn't they lose to a quarterback that had a season that was way better than Cam Newton, that has a running back that's way better than D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart, and they have I don't see, and they have a better defense than the Panthers too. The Panthers don't have a bad defense, but they have a way better defense than the Panthers. So this team is the type of team that just beat them, but way better. Then you throw in the fact that the Falcons are the Falcons.
There we go. Forget all your other stats. What's the real reason you're picking the Seahawks? Because you do not trust the Falcons, correct?
No, I'm picking the Seahawks because I think the Seahawks are better.
Okay, you think they're a better team?
I think they're a
you really
better
think
team.
they're a better team?
Yeah,
That's ridiculous to me.
Why is that ridiculous to you?
Which team has home field? Which team didn't even win their division?
So, which team is better now? I didn't
Right
say
now?
no,
I don't know.
I didn't say I think the Seahawks are better now.
That's
you know,
fine.
and that's who I'm picking. I'm not going to
Okay.
pick the team that. Yeah, overall.
I just feel like
overall the Falcons had a better season overall.
Right.
They were 13-3
Won a
2
lot of
years
close
ago.
games.
2 years ago, and they got crushed in their first.
Yeah,
game.
who'd they get crushed by?
The Packers.
The Packers. Who'd they lose in the playoffs last year again?
The Giants.
The Super Bowl champions of the last 2 years.
So
everyone likes to talk about this Falcons haven't won a playoff game thing.
But
Look at the
all right,
teams they've
but
lost
my
to.
argument that's like a bonus factor for me. For me, the truth is the Falcons have a better year overall. Yeah, they had a really good year overall. They won a lot of close games. They didn't get a lot of respect. The Seahawks, though, had a monster second half of the year. They slaughtered the 49ers. The truth is that they crushed the Redskins. That was never going to be a game.
I don't know about that.
That was not going to be a
They
game.
were losing 14-0.
Yeah, and then they
You
were
can't
like,
say they crushed
and then
them.
they were like, all right, let's get back on track. We're going to crush this team, and they did.
Yeah, well-
they played poorly, and they still crushed the Redskins. Let's face it, they didn't play a good game.
I really like the Seahawks team, but I am sick and tired of hearing how they're going to beat the Falcons.
They're going to beat the Falcons.
People acting... And it's the only game I've ever heard of where people are convinced that the 5 seed is going to destroy the team with home field advantage.
I say they will. I say
I
they're going to
know.
destroy them.
It's not just you. You're not crazy here because everybody's thinking that.
Who's going to catch... All right, so you've got... finally, you've got Richard Sherman and Brandon Browner
Yes.
covering Julio Jones and Roddy White.
Yeah.
Julio Jones all year. He's 6'3". He's
Who's
big,
covering
he's tall,
Tony
he's strong.
Gonzalez?
Doesn't matter. He's going to be their only guy who's going to catch the ball.
Oh, so you're telling me that neither of their receivers can beat the
No,
Seahawks corners
they can't.
one-on-one? You're crazy. Two
We'll
of the best
see.
receivers in the league.
Will they
You're
once or
nuts.
twice? Yeah.
You're nuts.
Will they shut them down enough? Yeah.
The Falcons...
They're going to shut down that passing
The
attack.
Falcons are going to win this game.
No way.
But that being said, I am picking the Falcons. I'm confident about it. That being said, if the Falcons lose this time, no one's ever going to believe in them ever again.
Okay, let's
Last
move on.
game of the weekend,
Last
Patriots
game of
and
the week.
Texans.
What's good about this game is sometimes when you have a 4:30 game, you have to I sort of eat my dinner in front of the TV. I sort of don't even eat a lot because I'm anxious to watch the game. Whereas for this game, I can have a nice relaxing dinner while I watch this blowout, this awful game on TV. Yeah, because the Patriots are going to crush them.
Everyone's expecting blowout.
I'm expecting a blowout.
But the way to beat the Patriots is, and the Giants know how to do this, is you get pressure on Tom Brady. The one thing the Texans can do is get pressure on Tom Brady with J.J. Watt and company. They can do that. And the Texans' strengths is how they could possibly win this game. Running the football and getting pressure on Tom Brady. The problem is, do you think Matt Schaub's going to go to New England, make some plays to win the game?
Matt Schaub is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the NFL. He really is. He's lucky he's got Andre Johnson and Owen Daniels sometimes because he's not a great quarterback. And the last time these two teams played, which is Week 14, so
Yes.
we're not going back that far.
Yes.
We're really not.
Yes.
42-14,
Yeah,
awful game.
we know.
Tom Brady had 4 TDs.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, though, I could make an argument sort of if they've been playing sort of how the Seahawks, I think, have been playing,
Yeah.
where they've been really hot, and since then they've sort of come back and they're fighting. Since then, they've been beaten by the Colts, massacred by the Vikings. They lost to the Colts by a lot when in an important game, an important Week 17 game. And then they beat the Bengals in a really sloppy home game.
I can't pick the Texans to win this game just based on what I've seen. I can't do it. I'm going to go with the Patriots, but I think this game's going to be a lot closer than people
I know.
think. A lot closer.
I really don't. But
The NFL fan wants Brady Manning.
yeah.
Are we going to get it? Jeff thinks yes. I think yes.
I'd be surprised.
I'm not going to be as surprised as you were because I
I'll be
think the
shocked.
Texans
I
have
mean,
a
if,
shot.
if you had to pick a Super Bowl pick, you're still taking the Broncos.
Yes,
right? There's
absolutely.
no reason to change.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not changing my Super Bowl pick. I'm sticking with
reason
Broncos
to.
Packers. Apparently, you're not sticking with Broncos 49ers.
I'm taking the Packers.
It took you 1 week. To change your mind. Amazing.
Thank you for watching the Jeff
And the Bonch
Show.
We'll be back next week for the conference championships.
Hopefully we'll have a better slate of games this week.
Yeah.
We'll get at least...
I'm expecting better.
Hopefully at least one good game.
We'll get one.
Hopefully at least
I think we'll
this
get 2.
one's
I think
pretty
we'll
good.
get 2. Maybe 3 if
Yeah.
we're lucky.
Wow, 3.
If we're lucky, we'll get 3. We'll see you next week, guys. And gals.
Goodbye, America!
Shalom.
I like when 2 bird teams play each other, because then you can go,
You're
battle of the
obsessed
birds.
with when animals play each
You
other.
always can do it. Let's see this week. Broncos, Ravens, easy, pick the Bronco.
Yeah.
Texans, Patriots, 2 people.
I don't know. Like, that's like 2 guys with guns. Like,
And
that's
they have
really
the same
evenly
colors,
matched.
too. Evenly
You like
matched.
this whole mascot thing?
49ers, Packers. What do they do cheese or something?
Yeah,
No, I
the
think
Packers, they pack, like, boxes of
Are
stuff.
they named after like a packing company?
Meat packing, I think.
I don't know what it is.
49ers dig for gold.
Ugh.